Breaking updates. Breaking updates. This is a developing story that's taking Hollywood by storm. There's a reason why the public sentiment toward Justin Baldoni has shifted, from skepticism to full-fledged support. If you can avoid watching this movie, you absolutely should, because according to reports, it's an absolute disaster. But why? What's really going on behind the scenes? Let's break it down. The rise of Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood's charming everyman. When you hear the name Ryan Reynolds, what comes to mind? Effortless charm, razor-sharp wit, blockbuster success. He's cultivated an image as the affable everyman, the guy next door who just happens to be an A-list Hollywood star. Whether it's his self-deprecating humor on social media or his role as the irreverent anti-hero in Deadpool, Reynolds has built a persona that resonates worldwide. He's seemingly immune to the pitfalls of fame, genuinely likable in an industry often seen as fake and manufactured. But now, whispers are emerging, hinting at a far more complex, and perhaps even controversial reality. The narrative surrounding Ryan Reynolds is beginning to shift. Backstage accounts, insider reports, and critical voices are painting a different picture, one of control, influence, and possibly a carefully curated image that masks a more demanding personality. So, the question arises, is the public persona we admire truly the full picture? Or are we only seeing a polished facade while a more intricate and potentially problematic reality remains hidden from view? The Justin Baldoni conflict. When celebrity clout clashes with artistic vision. The first significant ripple in Ryan Reynolds' seemingly untouchable public image began with murmurs from the set of a film directed by Justin Baldoni. Initially, these rumors were dismissed as typical Hollywood gossip. After all, creative disagreements happen all the time in the entertainment industry. But as more details emerged, the situation appeared far more concerning. Sources claim that Reynolds, alongside his wife, Blake Lively, and their close friend, global music icon Taylor Swift, exerted considerable pressure on Baldoni to alter the direction of his film. This wasn't simply a case of actors providing input, something common and often welcomed in filmmaking. Instead, allegations suggest forceful influence, where celebrity clout overshadowed the director's artistic authority. Insiders say that Lively and her circle pushed for a lighter, more comedic approach, while others on the project wanted a deeper, more dramatic tone. The fundamental creative visions clashed, and in the high-stakes world of Hollywood, such battles can make or break a film. The controversy boils down to this. Did Baldoni feel pressured into compromising his vision due to the influence of these powerful celebrities? And if so, what does that say about the way Hollywood operates behind the scenes? Blake Lively's audio leak. A smoking gun. Just when the controversy surrounding Baldoni's film seemed to be fading into the background, a bombshell recording surfaced, one that sent shockwaves throughout the industry. In this audio clip, Blake Lively is allegedly heard discussing how she strategically asserts control over her projects. Lively openly admits to wanting more authorship in her work, revealing that she sometimes presents herself as an agreeable actress only to later push her creative ideas in ways that may catch directors and producers off guard. She describes situations where some filmmakers welcomed her input, while others resented her for overstepping her role as an actor. The leaked recording appeared to confirm what many suspected. Lively's involvement in reshaping projects extended beyond simple collaboration. Instead, it suggested a pattern of manipulation, one where she navigates her way into influencing key aspects of a film, whether or not she was hired to do so. This revelation sparked a debate. Was Lively's behavior a case of an ambitious actress fighting for creative expression, or did she overstep professional boundaries, exerting control where it wasn't warranted? The timing of this leak, coming amid the Baldoni controversy, made the situation even more explosive. The industry reacts. Power, influence, and Hollywood's inner circle. The emergence of the Lively audio tape reignited discussions about power dynamics in Hollywood. Who really controls the final vision of a film? The director? The producers? Or can a handful of influential stars tilt the scales in their favor? Some argue that actors, especially those as high-profile as Lively and Reynolds, have earned the right to voice their creative opinions. Others believe that an actor's job is to bring the director's vision to life, not to reshape it according to their personal preferences. If an actor wants that level of control, they should sign on as a producer or director from the outset. Adding to the tension is the fact that Reynolds and Lively wield significant industry power, not just because of their star status, but because of their close ties with influential figures like Taylor Swift. Swift herself is no stranger to shaping narratives and exerting control over her work, and with these three in a close-knit circle, it's easy to see why some feel their influence might be overpowering. Where does this leave Justin Baldoni? For Baldoni, this controversy is far from beneficial. The film, which should have been his creative endeavor, has now been overshadowed by allegations of power struggles and behind-the-scenes drama. Some reports suggest that the director was left feeling frustrated and undermined, forced to make concessions that ultimately compromised his artistic integrity. If these allegations are true, what does this mean for filmmakers trying to establish their vision in an industry dominated by A-list stars? Are directors losing their authority in favor of celebrity-driven narratives? Final thoughts. The bigger picture. At its core, this controversy isn't just about one movie. It's about control, influence, and the shifting power dynamics in Hollywood. As more details emerge, one thing is certain. The debate over creative authority versus celebrity influence isn't going away anytime soon. So what do you think? Should actors have a say in the creative direction of a film, or should they stick to their designated roles? Is Blake Lively's leaked audio proof of manipulation, or is she just an actress advocating for herself? And most importantly, did Ryan Reynolds and his inner circle go too far in their alleged attempts to steer Baldoni's project? The controversy surrounding Ryan Reynolds has taken on a life of its own, weaving a tangled web of Hollywood power plays, behind-the-scenes drama, and public scrutiny. At the heart of this saga is the alleged interference of Reynolds and his wife, Blake Lively, in the creative process of a film directed by Justin Baldoni. The whispers of celebrity influence clashing with directorial vision have fueled speculation, particularly regarding the involvement of pop superstar Taylor Swift, who is said to have played a role in this unfolding drama. Reports suggest that Swift, often seen as the leader of an elite celebrity circle, has exerted influence not only in music but in film as well. Over the summer, tabloids reported that she allegedly manipulated the timing of her album releases to overshadow other female artists, such as Billie Eilish. Whether true or not, these allegations paint a picture of power dynamics where influence dictates success. If this is the kind of environment Swift operates in, what does that say about her presence on the set of Baldoni's film? Was she simply a bystander scrolling through social media, or was she an active participant in the creative struggle behind closed doors? One of the most explosive elements of this controversy revolves around Reynolds' alleged use of intimidation tactics through his personal connections. Instead of confronting Baldoni himself, he is rumored to have sent his weighty influence, his wife, to pressure the director into making changes. Many find this move distasteful, questioning why Reynolds would hide behind his spouse instead of taking direct responsibility for his creative grievances. These power struggles took an even sharper turn when Ben Shapiro, the outspoken political commentator, entered the conversation. Shapiro, never one to shy away from controversy, launched a scathing critique of Deadpool and Wolverine. His review was not just negative, it was an outright attack on Reynolds' comedic brand. Shapiro accused the film of being bloated, repetitive, and lacking in substance. He claimed that Reynolds relied too heavily on improvisation, leading to a stream of predictable jokes that had lost their charm. Perhaps most damning was Shapiro's accusation that the humor was not only stale but also veered into homoerotic undertones that felt overplayed and forced. He dismissed the film's plot as nonsensical and declared it an exhausting, drawn-out experience. "Some people are stupid for liking this movie," he bluntly stated, fueling an already fiery debate about Reynolds' comedic longevity. While Shapiro's critique made waves, another subplot emerged from within the film itself. Fans and critics alike pointed out the existence of a character named Nicepool, who bore a striking resemblance to none other than Justin Baldoni. Speculation ran wild. Was this character a mere coincidence, or a deliberate dig at the director. Some believed that Reynolds had woven in a subtle jab at Baldoni as a form of retribution for their behind-the-scenes conflicts. If true, this move would not just be petty but would signal a larger issue: the use of Hollywood blockbusters as personal battlegrounds for power plays and private vendettas. The online discourse exploded with theories, ranging from playful speculation to serious accusations of professional misconduct. Was Deadpool just an Easter egg, or was it Reynolds' way of mocking Baldoni? If so, it raised further ethical questions about the creative process and whether Hollywood's biggest names have too much control over films meant to be collaborative efforts. Beyond Deadpool and Wolverine, the Ryan Reynolds controversy speaks to a larger issue within Hollywood: the balance of power between A-list actors and directors. Traditionally, directors are considered the captains of their films, guiding the creative vision from start to finish. However, when stars like Reynolds, Lively, and Swift enter the mix, does that control shift? The Baldoni controversy forces us to ask: do big-name celebrities have too much influence over film productions? Are directors truly free to execute their artistic vision, or do they become mere facilitators for the whims of Hollywood's elite? The blurred lines of authority have long been a topic of industry debate, but in today's social media-driven world, these power struggles are no longer hidden behind studio walls. They play out in real time, shaping public perception and influencing career trajectories. As this saga unfolded, Reynolds' silence became its own topic of discussion. Despite his usually savvy social media presence, he has largely refrained from directly addressing the controversy. Instead of issuing statements or defending himself, he has continued with business as usual, promoting his projects, maintaining his signature humor, and seemingly ignoring the noise. This approach is a well-worn PR strategy. Engaging with negative press can sometimes amplify it, while strategic silence allows it to fade away. However, in the digital age, silence can also be interpreted in multiple ways. Is Reynolds avoiding accountability? Is he confident that his reputation will withstand the storm? Or is he carefully orchestrating his next move to reframe the narrative on his own terms? For years, Reynolds has cultivated an image as Hollywood's charming everyman, quick-witted, self-deprecating, and universally likable. But with this controversy, the cracks in that persona have started to show. Fans who once saw him as untouchable are now questioning whether he is just another powerful player manipulating the industry to suit his needs. His decision to remain silent could either be a strategic masterstroke or a miscalculation that allows doubt to fester. Hollywood thrives on reinvention, and Reynolds now finds himself at a crossroads. Will he pivot creatively, taking on new challenges to prove his versatility? Or will he double down on his established formula, risking accusations of stagnation and over-reliance on a comedic style that some critics argue has run its course? The story of Ryan Reynolds is far from over. This controversy has only added layers of intrigue to his public image, transforming what was once a straightforward career into a more complex narrative filled with unanswered questions. Will these rumors fade into Hollywood's ever-churning gossip cycle, or will they leave a lasting mark on Reynolds' reputation? One thing is clear: the audience is watching. And in an industry where perception is everything, how Reynolds chooses to navigate this chapter of his career could determine his standing in Hollywood for years to come. Whether this is a minor hiccup or the beginning of a more significant reckoning, only time will tell. But for now, the drama surrounding Ryan Reynolds has become more compelling than even his biggest blockbuster films.